My beloved child, I have seen the tears you hide when no one is watching. I have heard the unspoken cries that echo inside your heart when you ask yourself why your own family seems to misunderstand you. I have seen how you try to please them, how you carry the weight of loyalty and love, yet still feel the sting of rejection. And today I, the Lord your God, am pulling back the curtain on what has been hidden. For I am not only the God of love, I am the revealer of truth. You have tried to convince yourself that what they said didn't hurt you, but deep within, the pain still lingers. You tell yourself you're fine, yet when you close your eyes at night, the memories replay like an echo of betrayal. You gave them your heart, but they handled it carelessly. You stood for them when others mocked them, yet when your moment came, they stayed silent. You wonder why. And I say this to you, it is because the truth about their thoughts has been unseen by you. Till now, there are family members who smile in your face but secretly envy the light that I placed within you. They do not understand why your spirit glows even after every storm. They cannot comprehend how you continue to rise when life knocks you down. So instead of celebrating you, they criticize you. Instead of supporting you, they question you. But hear me clearly. It is not your fault that you outgrew their level of understanding. It is not your fault that your calling makes them uncomfortable. You are not who they remember. You are who I am shaping you to be. You are evolving beyond their expectations, and that scares them. When I raise a person from within a family, I expose the hearts of many around them, not to destroy, but to reveal. For the same ones who cheer you may also be the ones who silently hope you fail. But I am your witness, and I will not let you fall because of their thoughts they whispered about you when you weren't there. They made judgments about your life without knowing your pain. Some even prayed for your downfall in secret. But I, the Lord, have intercepted those words before they reached your destiny. I turned their curses into confusion, and I turned their plans into lessons that will only make you wiser. I know you long for their approval, but child, I did not create you to fit into their idea of success. I created you to rise beyond it. Your spirit is different because I marked you for greatness. That difference makes them uneasy. They see you as rebellious, stubborn, or proud, but what they don't know is that your spirit simply cannot bow to smallness anymore. You were born to stand apart, to carry a light that exposes the darkness that others are comfortable living in. That is why they cannot fully embrace you. Your presence convicts what they refuse to change. There is one among your family who pretends to love you, but is secretly competing with you. There is one who uses your name in stories that twist the truth. There is one who acts innocent, but their heart burns with jealousy every time you smile. Yet I, God, am not blind. I have seen the secret conversations, the fake hugs, and the hidden motives. I have seen them mock you for being different, but they don't understand that I set you apart for a divine reason. Do not be surprised when you discover that not everyone who shares your blood shares your spirit. Some are connected to you by name but not by heart. Some love you because they need you, not because they truly cherish you. Some keep you close so they can monitor you, not support you. That is why I have been slowly detaching you from them. Not because I want you alone, but because I need you to grow in peace. You will soon see a shift, child. Conversations will change. The ones who once ignored you will start to notice your strength. The ones who doubted you will begin to realize that I was with you all along. The same family who misunderstood you will witness the manifestation of my glory in your life, and they will not be able to deny that I have chosen you. I will turn their mockery into admiration. I will make them watch as I lift you up in the same place where they tried to bury your name. But before that day comes, I must show you who is for you and who is against you. I must open your eyes so you stop begging for love from places that no longer deserve your tears. You have spent years trying to heal people who are not ready to change. You have tried to earn acceptance from hearts that are incapable of giving it. No more, my child. I am cutting off the emotional chains that keep you tied to their opinions. For your peace is more important than their approval. You keep asking me, God, why do I feel distance even when I'm with them? And I tell you, because I am pulling your soul away from those who secretly resent your growth. You cannot heal in an environment that keeps reopening your wounds. You cannot soar while carrying the weight of their disbelief. You cannot hear my voice clearly while you keep listening to those who mock your journey. That is why I have allowed the distance. That is why some calls went unanswered. That is why certain gatherings suddenly felt cold. It was not punishment. It was protection. There are things they've said behind your back that would break your heart if you heard them. But I have shielded your ears because you are too pure to carry that poison. I have protected your peace because I need you focused on your purpose, not their drama. Every time you cried thinking you were being left out, I was actually removing you from harm. Every time you thought they abandoned you, I was separating you for something greater. The truth will shock you, but it will also free you. For years you thought the problem was you. Your kindness, your silence, your effort. But it was never you. It was their inability to understand a spirit that was chosen before birth. They talk because they cannot touch the grace that I placed upon you. They reject you because your presence reminds them of what they refuse to become. And deep down, they know you are different. And that difference threatens their comfort. But I will use even their rejection as fuel for your elevation. Watch how I transform every wound into wisdom. Watch how I turn their gossip into your glory. Watch how I make those who once doubted you come back to apologize. Not in pride, but in awe. They will say, we didn't know you were this strong. And you will reply, it wasn't me. It was God. I am not punishing your family. I am positioning you. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to break the pattern. The same family that didn't understand you will one day tell your story as a testimony. They will see that the one they underestimated carried the very light their bloodline needed for healing. You are the chain breaker, the peacemaker, the restorer. Even if they don't see it yet, stay humble but stay aware. Be kind but stay wise. Love them but don't lose yourself. Pray for them, but don't let them pull you backward. I am teaching you discernment, to see beyond words, beyond smiles, beyond blood. For not every I love you means peace, and not every silence means support. But I, your God, will reveal everything in my time. This is only the beginning of the unveiling. Part of your healing will come from understanding the truth, not avoiding it. So as I continue to speak, prepare your heart, not for revenge, but for revelation. My beloved child, you have no idea how much I've protected you from the hidden words spoken in secret rooms. There are things your spirit sensed but your mind could not yet understand. When you felt sudden heaviness after leaving certain gatherings, that was not your imagination. That was your soul responding to the unspoken energy of hearts that carried jealousy, resentment, and disbelief. You were feeling the truth without hearing it. You were sensing the motives without seeing them. That is how my spirit warns those I have chosen. You thought you were overreacting when you felt distant from those you loved most. You tried to ignore the uneasy feeling that settled in your heart after certain family conversations. You kept convincing yourself that you were being dramatic. But I say to you, child, that was me tugging your heart, showing you that peace is not supposed to feel painful. I allowed your sensitivity because I want you to discern what eyes cannot see. I made you spiritually awake because not every relative wishes you well. You grew up thinking that love would always come from family. But sometimes family is where the deepest wounds come from. Sometimes it is the people who share your blood who also break your heart. You have tried to forgive them, and you have. But forgiveness does not mean you must blind yourself again. Forgiveness heals, but discernment protects. So I am teaching you how to love them without letting them use your heart as a battlefield. Some of your family members pretend to be happy for you, but inside, they are comparing their lives to yours. They question why my favor keeps finding you when they think you do not deserve it. They talk among themselves, saying things like, "Why do they keep getting chances? Why do they keep rising after every failure?" They do not realize that it is not luck, it is grace. It is not favoritism, it is faithfulness. You stayed loyal when others gave up, and now you are reaping the harvest of hidden obedience. But I tell you this, my child, do not let their jealousy change your generosity. Do not let their bitterness silence your light. Continue to love them, but love them from wisdom. Continue to pray for them, but don't let them drain your peace. For not everyone deserves front row access to your spirit. Some must love you from afar until their hearts are healed. The truth is, some of your family never thought you would become anything. They doubted your dreams. They laughed at your vision. They whispered about your failures. They labeled you the black sheep, not knowing that I was hiding the shepherd's heart inside you. They mocked you for being different, but that difference was the very proof of your calling. You were not supposed to blend in. You were supposed to break the pattern of pain that ran through generations before you. Yes, you were chosen to interrupt a curse, and that is why the enemy stirred confusion inside your family. The attacks you faced were not random. They were spiritual. The misunderstandings, the gossip, the rejection, they were attempts to discourage the one I've anointed. For when the devil sees destiny, he often tries to use the familiar to destroy it. But hear me, I never allowed those attacks to break you. I used them to build your discernment. Every tear you cried became a seed of wisdom. Every silent night became training for strength. Every rejection refined your faith. Now you walk differently because you have learned that peace is not found in pleasing others. It is found in trusting me. You no longer need their approval to feel valuable. You no longer beg for love that must be forced. That is growth. That is freedom. That is the power I've been shaping within you. There is one person in your family who secretly admires you but is afraid to admit it. They criticize you publicly but study you privately. They try to copy your strength, your resilience, your peace, but they can't imitate your anointing because what you carry was not learned. It was given. What you have is not personalities, it's purpose. I placed something in you that cannot be replicated by blood or by name. It is divine, a signature of my spirit upon your life. You must understand, child. The reason you feel disconnected is because I am preparing to connect you to a new spiritual family. There are people I am sending your way who will understand you, support you, and celebrate you. They will not compete with your growth. They will help it. They will see your value not as a threat but as an inspiration. These new connections will bring healing to wounds your family never cared to see. And through them, you will finally understand that love does not always come from the expected place. I know it hurts that some of those you once trusted the most now speak against you. I know it wounds your soul when you realize that your kindness was mistaken for weakness. But remember this, nothing escapes my eyes. I am a just God. I will expose what was hidden not for you to hate them, but for you to heal. The exposure is not revenge. It's revelation. It's to show you where to pour your energy and where to stop watering dry ground. Your name has been in conversations that never reached your ears, but I have heard them all. I have seen the envy disguised as concern. I have seen the gossip hidden behind just saying. I have seen the laughter after your back was turned. Yet I did not allow their words to succeed. Because even when they tried to speak against you, I turned their tongues into confusion. Even when they wished for your downfall, I built a platform for your rise. They will soon witness the very thing they said would never happen. I will bless you in plain sight. I will honor you before the same voices that doubted you, not to make you proud, but to make them aware that I am faithful. They will know that I was with you when they mocked you. They will know that I was blessing you in silence when they thought you were forgotten. They will know that I never abandoned you even when they turned their backs. The truth about your family's thoughts will come out in unexpected ways. It will come through slips of the tongue, sudden changes in attitude, and moments of uncomfortable truth. Do not be alarmed when this happens. When I reveal, I do so to free you, not to destroy you. I will expose the hidden so you can stop questioning your intuition. I will show you what your spirit already knows, so you can finally walk in confidence. Some will apologize. Others will pretend nothing happened. Some will try to return once they see your success. Be gracious, but guard your heart. You can forgive without granting access. You can love without reopening old wounds. I'm not calling you to bitterness. I am calling you to boundaries. For wisdom is not coldness, it's clarity. And hear me well, beloved, I am not done blessing you. The same table where you once sat feeling invisible will soon be the table where your name is honored. The same house where you felt unwanted will one day echo with gratitude. Because of what I've done through you, I will make you the example of restoration. I will make you the vessel of healing in your family. Through your maturity, I will teach them what unconditional love looks like. Through your peace, I will show them what forgiveness truly is. But before that glory comes separation. Before the revelation comes exposure. Before the peace comes the shaking. Do not be afraid when relationships shift. I am in the middle of it. I am rearranging everything so truth can finally breathe. You prayed for healing, but I must first reveal the wound. You asked for peace, but I must first silence the noise. You wanted love, but I must first expose the false ones. This is your season of divine awareness. You will no longer be deceived by smiles that hide bitterness. You will no longer confuse manipulation with care. I am sharpening your discernment so you will never again walk blindly into emotional traps. When you hear certain words, your spirit will immediately know if they come from love or from envy. When you sense certain energy, you will know whether to embrace or release. That is my gift to you. Divine intuition rooted in truth. And soon those who spoke against you will need your prayers. Those who wished for your fall will seek your counsel. Those who dismissed you will look up to you. That is what happens when I raise my chosen. That is what happens when I turn rejection into redemption. Your story will become proof that God can use even family pain to produce divine purpose. So, do not grow weary. Keep walking in grace. Keep your heart pure even when truth stings. For I am not exposing you to shame. I am exposing them to awaken you. The pain you feel now is not punishment. It is revelation. And revelation always comes before restoration. It frees you. You have walked through disappointment and betrayal. Yet your soul still glows with faith. That light within you is the reason the shadows could not win. Many thought their silence would break you, that their absence would humble you, but you rose higher because I was the one lifting you. Every cold glance, every harsh word, every rumor became a stepping stone toward the strength you now carry. There are moments coming when the truth about their hearts will be too clear to ignore. Words will slip out in conversation. Actions will reveal what they tried to hide. You will no longer wonder who truly stands with you, for I will uncover it. Not to fill you with anger, but to release you from confusion. I have watched how you tried to convince yourself that love must mean loyalty, that family must mean unity. But sometimes loyalty is disguised as envy, and unity is replaced by competition. That is why I, the Lord, am cleansing your atmosphere. You cannot carry their hidden poison into the place I am leading you. They have said, Who do they think they are? When you speak boldly, they have laughed when your dreams sounded too big. They have whispered that your faith looks foolish, but they will soon see that I was building something sacred inside you. I have placed within you the courage to stand alone when others bow to opinion. You have endured seasons where you were the only one believing, the only one praying, the only one holding hope in your trembling hands. I saw those nights. I counted those tears, and I tell you now, none of it was wasted. When I separate you from certain people, do not try to hold on. Let the season close. Some of them must leave before I open the next door. They cannot go where I am taking you, because their hearts are not prepared to celebrate you. If they walk with you now, they will only weigh you down with questions and criticism. You are about to enter a season where your peace will become your protection, and your silence will become your shield. You will no longer explain yourself to those determined not to understand. You will simply move forward under the covering of my grace. The same relatives who dismissed your pain will one day need your prayers. The ones who said you were exaggerating will call your name in humility. And when that happens, you will not gloat, for by then your heart will be too healed to seek revenge. You will smile and know that I kept you. You will understand that I allowed their rejection, so I could teach you to depend only on me. When everyone else pulled away, I was the one still whispering, "You are mine." That whisper became your strength, and that strength will carry you into the destiny I have prepared. There is something sacred about how you survived what was meant to break you. Others do not know the silent battles you fought while still showing love. They do not know how much you wanted to give up but didn't. They do not know how much pain you swallowed just to keep peace. But I know. I watched you choose forgiveness again and again, and that is why I am about to reward you openly. The blessings coming will silence every false story. They will see that your endurance was not weakness. It was divine power hidden inside humility. Some of them have mocked your faith. They said, "If God was with you, why are you still struggling?" They measured your worth by visible success. But I was testing your heart, not your wallet. I was purifying your motives so that when abundance comes, your spirit will stay pure. I am about to pour blessings so undeniable that those who judged you will be left in awe. They will realize that the one they looked down on was walking with heaven all along. Your rise will not come through pride or revenge, but through grace that shines quietly, peacefully, unshakably. When the truth comes out, do not seek to expose anyone. Let me handle it. I will bring revelation through circumstances. I will cause people to show their true colors. You will not need to fight or argue. You will simply watch truth reveal itself. Some will distance themselves because they cannot stand the purity of your new season. Others will come forward with apologies. Receive what is genuine, release what is not. Do not cling to explanations. Peace will speak louder than proof. I am writing your vindication in the open for all to see. Child, you must also prepare for how freedom feels. It will feel strange not to chase approval. It will feel lonely when noise fades away. But in that silence you will meet me more deeply. You will hear my voice clearly again. You will understand that your worth never depended on their understanding. You are not defined by their opinions. You are defined by my purpose. When you finally see that, the wounds of the past will lose their sting. You will bless them. You will pray for them, and you will move on lighter than ever before. I am building a new foundation for you, one that cannot be shaken by gossip or judgment. The people I am sending into your life will recognize your heart instantly. They will not compete with you. They will complement you. They will speak life, not suspicion. These new relationships will feel like breath after years of suffocation. You will know the difference because peace will stay even after the conversation ends. That is how you will know they are from me. Your story is about to become a mirror for others who are hurting. They will listen to your testimony and find hope. They will say, if God did it for them, He can do it for me. That is why I allowed the pain, and so your survival would become someone else's blueprint for healing. Nothing was wasted. The betrayal taught you discernment. The silence taught you independence. The rejection taught you how to lean on me. Every lesson was a seed, and now the harvest is coming. Do not look back with bitterness. Look back with gratitude. Because every closed door led you closer to the open one. Every no protected you from manipulation. Every distance saved you from spiritual exhaustion. You did not lose family. You discovered truth. And truth will always bring freedom, even when it hurts first. The very people who thought you needed them to succeed will soon realize that it was my hand sustaining you all along. I will restore what was stolen. I will replace tears with laughter. I will bring reconciliation where hearts are ready, and I will remove permanently those who refuse to change. This is divine order. This is the balance of heaven. You will walk into rooms that once rejected you and feel no bitterness, only peace. That peace will confuse them, but it will glorify me. Because true strength is not shouting your worth. It is walking quietly knowing I already approved you. Stay focused, my beloved. Your purpose is too big to be distracted by family drama. Keep your eyes on me. Let go of the need to prove yourself. Let your growth speak. Let your results testify. You are stepping into a chapter where peace will be louder than explanations. Those who doubted you will learn that love and destiny do not depend on their opinion. And those who secretly hoped you would fail will see that my plans cannot be undone by human thoughts. This is the hour of truth and transformation. Everything hidden is coming to light. Everything confusing is being clarified. You will not fight for closure. I will bring it naturally. You will not beg for understanding. I will give you revelation. The wounds of the past will not control you anymore. I am closing that chapter with my own hand. What they thought would destroy you has only deepened your wisdom. What they meant for harm, I have turned into purpose. Walk boldly now. The truth has set you free. You have walked through misunderstanding, endured rejection, and learned the language of silence. Now you stand at the edge of revelation. What was hidden will no longer hold power over you. For I, the Lord your God, am shining light upon every secret that once caused you pain. You will see with clarity. You will understand with peace. You will no longer ask, why did they treat me that way? Because I will fill your heart with wisdom that answers quietly without bitterness. There are hearts in your family that have carried quiet envy for years. They smiled when you were down, not out of cruelty, but because they felt relieved not to feel small beside your strength. They could not celebrate you because they confused your humility for weakness and your faith for pride. But I, who know the thoughts of every soul, have decided that this is the moment truth rises to the surface. I am not revealing this to embarrass them, but to lift the fog from your spirit, so you may walk unburdened. You have prayed for unity, but sometimes unity requires separation first. You have asked me to heal your home, and I will. But healing begins by cleansing what has been festering in darkness. Words spoken years ago still echo in your memory. Glances exchanged at family gatherings still sting. I will not allow those memories to poison your present any longer. I will touch the wound until it closes, and you will no longer flinch when their names are mentioned. You will remember and feel peace instead of pain. Watch closely, for I will bring truth through the most ordinary moments. A phone call, a letter, a sudden confession. These will be the vessels of revelation. Do not fear them. Stand in the calm of my presence as everything hidden comes to light. When you hear what was said about you, do not react with anger. Respond with grace. Your maturity will be the evidence that I have transformed your heart. They will expect your bitterness. Instead, they will meet your peace. That peace will convict more deeply than any words could. Some will be silent when they realize how they wounded you. Do not demand apologies. Not every heart can yet face its own guilt. Release them anyway. Forgiveness is not approval, it is liberation. When you forgive, you untie yourself from their chains. I will handle their conscience. You must guard your peace, for the victory of this season is not revenge. It is restoration. Restoration of your confidence, your joy, your ability to trust again. There are younger ones watching you, nieces, nephews, children, learning from how you handle this. They will see that faith can stand steady even when family falters. You are teaching them by example that love rooted in God survives misunderstanding. Through you, a new generation will rise free from the bitterness that ran through the old. You are rewriting the emotional DNA of your bloodline. Where there was competition, you will plant cooperation. Where there was jealousy, you will sow celebration. Where there was silence, you will teach honest affection. Do not be surprised when I bless you publicly after private pain. It is not to shame your family, but to prove that I am faithful. Those who once questioned your worth will witness favor following you like light. And some will finally understand that your rise was never about ego. It was about obedience. I chose you because you were willing to keep loving even when unloved, to keep serving even when unseen. You stayed kind when bitterness would have been easier. That is the heart I reward. Soon gatherings will feel different. The atmosphere will change because you will walk in without fear. You will carry peace so tangible that it will fill the room before you speak. The same people who once whispered will now listen when you talk about grace. They will not say much, but their eyes will tell the story. They see what I have done in you. That silent acknowledgement will be enough. You will no longer crave their validation because you will finally understand that I validated you long before they ever noticed. And I say to you, child, do not hide your blessings to make others comfortable. Shine without apology. Let your growth be visible. Your success will not provoke those who are healed. It will only disturb those still bound by comparison. Their discomfort is not your burden. Continue to walk humbly but boldly. Let every good thing I give you point back to my glory. When they ask how you did it, tell them it was grace. When they wonder how you survived, tell them it was mercy. That testimony will reach further than any defense. This is the era of completion. Old conversations will no longer control your emotions. Old memories will lose their sharpness. You will love again freely. You will trust wisely. You will build a family of peace even if you must start it from yourself outward. And the joy that once felt impossible will become daily life. I am replacing confusion with clarity, fear with faith, wounds with wisdom. You will see me not only as your protector, but as your restorer. When you stand in your new place of peace, remember to intercede for those who hurt you. Pray for their awakening. Some of them act out of pain they never healed from. When you pray, chains break on both sides. Your compassion will unlock blessings over your entire lineage. I will use you as the bridge between what was broken and what will be whole. The same mouth that cursed will one day bless because your forgiveness disarmed darkness. Child, lift your eyes. The season of heaviness is over. The truth has done its work. You are free. Walk into your future without suspicion, without fear of betrayal. Walk knowing that I am your constant companion. Every step you take from this day forward carries the fragrance of redemption. The family that misunderstood you will one day thank you for standing firm in faith. They will see that what they resisted was the very light that saved them. Until then, live peacefully, love deeply, and keep your gaze fixed on me, for I, the Lord your God, have turned every hidden thought into open testimony. The truth that once hurt now heals. The love that once seemed lost now returns refined. and the child who once felt alone now walks surrounded by divine presence. This is your closure. This is your beginning. You are not defined by what they thought. You are defined by what I have declared. You are chosen, you are protected, and you are free.